We are live.
We all the way live. So it's funny. I'm here in Orlando. I go with my brother. He was like, "Oh, can you take me to some card shops?" So I go. Take him to this card shop. He starts playing Magic, whatever, right? So as everyone's getting ready for this tournament that they're about to do, I go, "Hey, I'm not here to play Magic, but I'm looking for this one specific Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's the best." They're like, okay, what's the name? I'm like, damn, I don't know. I know it just says Blue Eyes, and they're like, oh, okay. They showed me some Blue Eyes White Dragons, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons, and I'm like, no, sir, I'm looking for the best card. I'm looking for the Blue Eyes White Box.
This is the Hollywood Unsaid podcast.
Hey,
You're listening to Jess Manning.
and Emmanuel.
And Rambo.
This is the reaction I got from everybody.
As soon as you started with the blue eyes, I was like, "Oh God, this is going where I think it's going."
The question is, did they have the card?
They did not.
No, you can only find that card. You can only find that card in my son's bathtub.
By the
Lethal,
way,
are you aware of like the blue eyes white balls? Or
Yeah.
for everyone else, like when I'm giving my son a bath, I tell him I'm gonna like wash his blue eyes white balls. So yeah, do with that what you
Make a cold open out of it.
hell yeah.
go to your local card shop and traumatize those teenagers.
And everybody, strike a pose.
Okay, got it. I'm assuming we
Was
did a
that
Uh-huh.
screenshot or something.
No, that was it. That was it.
I was talking to Judy about that, and she's like, "You guys could just take a moment and do it." And I'm like, "Damn, we
It's literally what
can."
I said last time. I was like, we can just do it before we start recording.
Yeah.
Well, this time we did it while recording because we're authentic.
And
Oh
This is
yeah.
the most
honestly,
genuine.
doing it before we record will be good because when we start the broadcast, it asks for a thumbnail, and then boom, we get a 2-for-1 special. We don't have to reselect it later. All right, wait, we're learning, boys. We're learning.
We are still there.
Oh, okay, here we go. We're
You
doing
know,
things.
and it's funny, speaking of learning, I'm just going to get right into it. So there's rumor Andrew Garfield may be returning for a Spider Man 3. He's in the talks. He's supposed to join for, they said, two additional movies after Secret Wars. So if this is one of them, I'm all up for it, you know? Um, this is how this is I think this is something where if he gets his third movie, it truly gives him that ending chapter, and it clearly shows that somebody at Marvel, Sony, wherever they are, they're learning, you know? Because Spider-Man's their best asset. And what they did for the last few movies, they released Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man.
So
That
that's what I was gonna say. The only way that this works is like they were already setting him up for a Sinister Six movie at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2. The only way that this works is like it justifies the spum, the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel movies. Oh, how they made Craven, Venom, Morbius.
Madam
Uh,
Web.
oh yeah, Madam what? Jesus Christ. Yeah. The only way that it makes sense is like, all right, this is the Spider-Man that they were like meant to fight because like Disney owns the Tom Holland one. Like, if they
Yeah.
do it that way, it kind of makes sense, but still, it's kind of like you know dumb in my opinion. Like, but
Yeah. And it's crazy because since D23 was just this weekend, a whole bunch of things get announced, and it's just the beginning. Announces can always fall, especially with like Blade
Blade.
that I'm still losing a bet for.
So,
um,
so was that Andrew Garfield was an official announcement?
oh, let me drink with you. I brought back a classic, by the way.
Whoa.
Oh, nice. We getting
If y'all
ignorant.
if y'all don't know about this, y'all haven't lived.
All in the
Do
picture
the
at
do
once.
the thing.
Oh, yeah,
Do the thing.
the
Get
same.
focused. Oh,
No, yeah, I don't. This is the first I'm hearing of it, so I do not think it's official.
Yeah, no, it's still like in the works. It's a lot of leaks.
Rumors.
Yeah, rumors. That's the biggest thing about D23 right now is that since there's no like official, presentation to the public, everything is just basically leaks, rumors, whatever. So everything we discussed today, take with a grain of salt.
Not everything. Not everything.
Some
Nothing.
could
Just
come from
some.
Rambo.
Just
No, like
definitely the
not.
Marvel stuff.
Not even the Marvel stuff, because like there's a lot of stuff that was confirmed at D23, but like this is the type of stuff, like since it's not like openly broadcast, like a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, they said that they were gonna do this. Meanwhile, it's just like, and they'll post it on Twitter, it'll get enough retweets and reshares, and then somebody's gonna be like, oh, I heard that this movie's getting made, and then fucking we're all gonna go down a YouTube rabbit hole of Easter eggs and all this shit, and for a movie that's never gonna come out.
Yeah, I mean, which is funny because technically this is the reason of D23. It's literally that. It's that they want to get the general public to be excited of the things that they hear in hopes that it catch so much attraction that it continues to move forward.
But that's why it's like a privately held event, and it's for
Yeah,
Disney, which is exactly why this, who's not Disney, it's Sony. Like, why would they announce a Sony movie at D23 when Comic Con was 2 weeks ago?
true. Very true.
Suspicious as fuck.
Yeah,
Well, what do I?
but
Well,
but
on a similar note, um, I guess first, does he need that movie, and then like to kind of complete a trilogy, and then where do you rank him amongst Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and our boy
Toby, um,
Tobey Maguire?
Who's going first?
in rankings of Spider-Man, I give him the number two spot. Um, I personally think Tom Holland is probably the best Spider-Man slash Peter Parker. I think Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man, and I think Andrew Garfield is the second best Peter Parker we've had in that order. So Tom first, Andrew second, Tobey Maguire third. Even though I do really love Tobey Maguire, but
My
Rambo.
nostalgia hates that take. Rambo, go ahead.
So yeah, based off of nostalgia, which well, not even not for me anyways. Hot take. I think Tobey Maguire. I hated his Spider, and this isn't a Tobey Maguire thing. I hated the way he was written. I hate a loser ass Spider Man, and they made him the butt of everything. And then like his Spider Man never really did anything in the scope of Spider Man that was like breathtaking. Like even like the train scene in Spider Man Two, it wasn't like it wasn't him doing anything crazy. You know, like in terms of
Acrobatics.
yeah, yeah, like it was just him being really strong and like holding the train, and like obviously he was a big New Yorker, like which was kind of like his whole thing, but like he wasn't written. I don't know. I just feel like it was poorly written. His whole Peter Parker and Spider Man are really poorly written to me, so he ranks at the bottom for me. I like Tom Holland. Tom Holland takes the cake for both to me, especially with this last movie. You really get like a good feel for him as Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I did like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, but his Peter Parker was a bit too cool. They did like the course correction, like uh what's his face was too much of a nerd and a dweeb and nobody cared. And then Andrew Garfield was like the cool skater punk kid. So like not that I didn't like it, but like it just didn't feel like I feel like there was a happy middle, and that's what we got with Tom Holland.
True. One thing I gotta say, really quick, is in a time of no cinematic universe, not a lot of superheroes. I think we're just crediting Tobey Maguire a lot right here with the slander of of him being a Spider-Man. I think for the time, I think it was well written. I think there was something that people don't realize is that yes, technically he is the stronger Spider-Man, especially. until the last Spider-Man movie where Tom finally gets organic webbing. By the way, if y'all didn't see our last episode and you feel like I just spoiled something for you, take it.
The movie has grossed $2 billion worldwide. Everyone's seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Just making sure. Just making sure. But yeah, so I think that that's one thing is that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is a great mix of both. But Tobey Maguire, there wouldn't be an Andrew Garfield, there wouldn't be a Tom Holland if there wasn't a Tobey Maguire. You know?
There wouldn't, but I think the movies do. I think the movie as a whole, like the ensemble and like the writing, the direction, and like the take that like I think that does more. They're great Spider-Man movies. They're great movies with Spider-Man in it, is what I'll say. But like you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like the Tom Holland ones have all been great Spider-Man movies. Like does that make
Nope.
sense?
You got to clear that up.
So, all right. So the Sam Raimi ones, except for Spider-Man 3, obviously, we're not gonna like. Doc Ock in it is great. I love the dynamic with Harry and Mary Jane. And then in the first one, Willem Dafoe clearly still like iconic. Like, it's kind of campy and also like just everything. Like you're always on edge because it's Sam Raimi. He makes horror movies, so you're like, what's about to happen? I remember like the scene, the Thanksgiving scene where he's cutting the turkey and like and Aunt May smacks Willem Dafoe's hands and everyone's like, oh, what the like us as the audience are like, what's about to happen? Like edge of your seat shit. Like and that's like a testament to like the writing, the direction, the script, everything. And like the ensemble. So to me, the weakest part of the Sam Raimi movies, which are the ones with Tobey Maguire, is like the characters that Tobey Maguire plays. And I'm not saying Tobey Maguire is a bad actor. I don't think he would have been a bad Peter Parker or a bad Spider-Man. I just don't think he was given enough, or like the way he was written is just like this nerdy dweeb that like always like is getting his lunch money stolen, or he can't get the girl, or he can't like and obviously like the story of Spider-Man is one of sacrifice, and I get it, but it doesn't have to be played for laughs, and like and that's my biggest gripe.
I think there's there's a great parallel that highlights that the best is that Toby Maguire couldn't get Kirsten Dunst and Tom Holland got Zendaya.
He did get Kirsten Dunst.
He did.
But you
He
were just
did
talking about
Kirsten
like how
Dunst.
he couldn't get the girl. I don't mean the actor. I mean like in the movie that was like the struggle for the
Oh,
longest time.
I see. I was gonna say
Oh,
because that's like the thing with the Spider-Man movies. Every single one has like gotten the girl in real life, like to some extent.
Oh,
except the
Um,
animated version.
oh my god, yeah, I was just watching a video about like Across the Spider Verse and Shamik Moore like simping real hard over Haley Steinfeld. But
Is he the one who's returning?
for
The Spider
what's
Verse, the third one. I forgot what
yeah,
it's called.
he's still he's still Miles Morales.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Um, by the way, that also leaked the trailers for the new Spider Verse movie. They were all complaining about like like how the character looks, and I think one of the directors, I think it was, or it was Kevin Feige. He had like addressed the leaks that were being released like maybe like a few hours right before D23 started, and especially the Marvel panel. And they were saying like at the end of the day, these are like leaks. These are not the full concept. These are not the final renderings and stuff like that. Um, so like it kind of took away a little bit of the magic, and people are already criticizing how the characters look. But they even said it. Let them cook. Because clearly the trailer, even without like the visuals being fully rendered, the trailer looked amazing. If you got to see it, I think they took it down in most places, but it looks insane. The movie looks good. They even had like a funny moment in the beginning. If you saw the last Spider Into the Spider Verse, when they're like, "Oh, Miles met the evil Miles, who's technically what's his name?
Prowler.
Prowler. Yeah, Prowler. Thank you. Yeah, that one like he meets the Prowler and he's like, "It's Morales." No, Morales. You can't even say it right.
I didn't see the trailer because you sent it off Twitter, and I've told you like I can't see
Oh
shit
yeah,
on any of the social sites I'm not on.
gang. By the way, can we tell Rambo to get on Twitter? At least Twitter.
I don't think
YouTube people.
I don't think it's good for mental health.
Yeah,
No, honestly, a lot of the conflict I have is like I'm too up to date on too much stuff that's like and too many opinions that are just coming straight through Twitter. And it's like I don't need this.
yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly. That's the thing. Like, what's the point? Like, I've got my hand on the pulse enough. I'm good.
True. 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 But yeah. So what else? So we got Spider Verse coming out. We talked
X
about
Men,
a little
X
the
Men
ooh,
casting.
the
We got
X
the
Men
X Men.
casting. Yes, we got the. I have the list. Jamie, do you have the list? I have the list. Do you need the list?
Send the
Jamie.
list. Send the list. They
Okay.
they
So
dropped they dropped their cast.
yeah, they
Yes,
dropped the full
actually,
cast.
before no, whatever. I guess on the
No, no,
next
no,
topic
no,
we
no.
can touch on.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm trying to pull it up because now my computer
Uh,
wants to act stupid.
Jamie, would you pull it up?
Yeah, Jamie, what are you doing? Okay, so the cast. So this is the crew that every D23. It could be changed. So we got Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, Kate Connors as Cyclops, Christopher Abbott as Professor Charles Xavier, Samara Weaving as Emma Frost, which is top tier casting. Just saying. Indy Navarrete,
Never
the
ready.
girl from the girl from Obsession. She's gonna be Rogue. Maya Boyd as Storm, and Adam Driver as Nathaniel Milbury, aka Mr. Sinister. I don't know if you guys have also been paying attention to the video game world. They showed an extended trailer of Wolverine, the new game that's coming out, and his main villain, as of right now, is Mr. Sinister. So I do think that this is a perfect way to get people into knowing who are truly the Marvel X Men by having a game that comes out a whole year before the actual X Men start coming out, really. And also be prepared. A lot of the movies they're going to be releasing is they've already established that they're going to have at least one mutant in every movie going forward until they have their X Men movie. Um, Let me see if I can pull up so many announcements. Okay, so the mutant saga technically starts with the first X Men movie. Then it will go to Ghost Rider, which was recently announced. And what's his name? I forgot this guy's name from
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Yeah, he's the new Ghost Rider. They announced Nova would be the third movie of the Mutant Saga. Don't know yet who's playing him. Black Panther 3, which we all know who's going to be in there. Storm. If y'all didn't know, Storm and Black Panther, they're a thing. Um, then it's going to be Deadpool and X Force. The only thing I personally think, before I continue the list, the Deadpool and X Force movie, I don't think it's going to be the X Force. I think there's a huge speculation. It may be changed to Deadpool, Wolverine, and Spider Man.
These
It's a huge
aren't.
rumor.
Yeah, these are all rumors, right? Like they haven't
These,
announced a new Deadpool
uh,
movie, have they?
No, no, these are coming from D23's panels. So if you were able to catch them, these are like just like I said, these are all just things that like they announce way in advance to get the people going, and then surely they start changing certain things. But these are just as of right now the time slated of what Marvel provided during D23 of what's going to come out in order. They didn't put the year; they just put a what order. So after Deadpool and X Force, it goes to Midnight Suns, then Captain Britain, Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time, Scarlet Witch, Thor and the Legend of Hercules, and Spider-Man: Darkest Day.
Where are you getting this information from? None of this is
Oh, bro, I'm telling you these. So this is
Captain Britain.
yeah. That was the one thing I was like I don't think so, but they
You if you've named seven, I think two of them could get made. Like there was a lot in there. Where are you getting? Was this off Twitter?
these are all off Twitter, unfortunately. This is basically the like I said, there's still a good chance these don't come out, but this has come from the account that's actually been right about everything in the Marvel universe that I told you guys personally, where I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna do this, and then like months later, they finally announce it. This is like I said, this was from the pen of D23 when they show you like the quick glance of like what's to come in the Marvel universe. These are just the first confirmed projects that they just threw in. Like I said, it could change. Some of them may not even never come out. So take it with a grain of salt. I also do have. Let me see. Oh, so that's also. So they were saying that Hugh Jackman has signed on for two additional movies after Secret Wars. Also, initially they were reporting that he was going to stop at Secret Wars. Now there's being reports that he may not, that he may be continuing um, for two more additional movies. It's still not pretty sure, but there are a lot of talks. I think we're not gonna get a for sure say until after Doomsday,
You're
which
putting Rambo into full fact checking mode. This is incredible. I've
Yeah.
never
that's
I've
fine.
never
That's
seen
fine.
him type so fast.
Because all of
Yeah.
this, I like literally for the credibility of this podcast, I do like the Hollywood Unsaid podcast does not put their weight or name behind this. These are all Twitter findings by one of the members. None of this sounds accurate. From what I heard, Hugh Jackman is done after Secret Wars. And they're making it seem like he's gonna do like a surprise cameo in Doomsday as well as like maybe Tobey Maguire and Deadpool, which is why they keep like doing these little like so Deadpool popped out at Comic-Con wearing the Jean Grey Deadpool suit, and then Hugh Jackman like did like a Skype thing at D23, and he's like, if you guys need anyone else in this new movie, just call. Like, so it's like, all right, we're gonna see him at the very least in probably just passing or a flashback or something. But yeah, the rest of the stuff, man, I don't know.
Just keep in mind, guys, this is Rambo not being on Twitter, not being able to find D23 stuff.
Correct. I'm getting my news from the actual sources. Yeah,
Yes,
bro, they're not gonna make another
you're
Thor movie, especially after the last one. Like, and the Legend of Hercules. Nope. That like, bruh, hell no, hell no. It
All
was
right.
a
Speaking of what we do know, though, we know the casting of this X-Men that's coming
correct.
up.
yep.
What do we think about not just the actors? I think the actors selected are pretty solid. What do you think about the actual X-Men that are being included as of right now? Would you have chosen these X-Men like Cyclops, Jean Grey? I'll pull up the list, but if you were picking five X-Men, who would you have put in?
I mean, so my thing about it is that they kind of like from the sources have said that Wolverine will not be part of the initial X-Men team. So for me, I would have definitely included Wolverine. I know Cyclops, Jean, those are like the three guarantees. I would definitely put Storm in to change things up a little bit. I probably would have gone with Rogue. I would have gone with Gambit because Rogue has always been like that. You know, that character that always comes out. It's a fan favorite. But I think it would have been definitely cool to have like Gambit on the team first, and kind of like, you know, you make Rogue be like literally a rogue, not wanting to be a part of the team until she meets like Gambit or something, and they like fall in love or some shit. I don't know, whatever. But my first initial five: Jean Grey, Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, Gambit.
I,
Third
I
eye
like
problem.
that. A real Gambit would be sick. Rambo.
I like in for the MCU, I do like Rogue because of the whole like Captain Marvel thing. For everybody who doesn't know, like the reason like in the X-Men animated series, like why she can always fly and is always super strong is because she touched Captain Marvel, and like her powers never leave her. So it's not like everyone else's power that she only gets it for a little while. Like that's why she's super strong. So like I like the Rogue aspect of this. I think we need we got Jean Grey, so she has to be in it. So we kind of need
Cyclops.
Cyclops. I like Storm, especially if they do introduce her in Black Panther. I think the only other I don't want a Wolverine. I want the paint. I want to let the paint dry after Hugh Jackman's done. I think they can introduce him in a sequel or like later on, like with a new actor or in a different movie, and then he like joins like uh Beast. I think Beast.
Ooh,
I think
that's a good
Beast.
addition. Yeah.
So
So
that's
some
my five.
respect for Beast. I like that. Um, I wonder if it was even possible to ever get away from Jean Grey and Cyclops. I feel like maybe that's not even possible. I do think we got entirely, not too much. We got a healthy amount of Wolverine over the last 20 years. Like you said, let the paint dry on that. We're good. So assuming that because we have Jean Grey, we do need Cyclops. I like Nightcrawler in there, Storm, and then Wild Card, Spike. Love me some Spike.
Haven't seen Spike in forever. In an anime or
And it
any
gives
kind of
an
X Men.
opportunity
Yeah.
for a new take out of this.
I'm in it. I'm in it.
This is the thing. Like a lot of these people, like you have to have like your starting five, like, and a lot of these people, I feel like as the team gets bigger, the add-ons like uh Gambit. I love Gambit. Gambit's one of my favorites, especially in like the animated. Like, but like I feel like his backstory, like to have him just start out as an X-Men, like it takes away from it. Like if one of the movies is like them fighting the Brotherhood and or the like what the thieves, what's it, the thieves society, the thieves guild, whatever the hell he was in Louisiana.
I think it's
Like
the Thieves Guild. I
he
remember.
was a part of like some team. Like I like the fact that they're like fighting people and winning them over. So so him, and then like Spike coming later on down the line, since he's Storm's nephew, like, or at least he was an X-Men Evolution, like stuff like that. Like the older generation is like like harboring the younger ones and bringing them into the fold, like things like that. So like I think they have to start slow, and obviously they already introduced Jean Grey, so like they kind of got their hands tied. And but also, even if they didn't, you kind of still have to, like, you need the big names, like, and then start bringing in like the other ones along the way, in my opinion.
See, my thing is, I feel like Marvel, what they're doing with the X Men is the like their initial comic book run, and like the initial comic book run, they had Cyclops, Iceman.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jean Grey was in it.
Jean Grey, yes.
Beast, and there was an Angel, Archangel.
Angel, yeah,
Yeah.
Angel.
Angel. Yeah, they had Angel. So what I think they're gonna do is that the first X Men movie, we're gonna have like that very small X Men team, and then as like assuming assuming if like the list that I gave is actually true, and that's how they start introducing, then it would be cool to see how the first X Men movie comes out. It's like a small group of X Men. They start breaching out. Something probably happens where mutants are more like in the forefront, and then it starts going for every movie, showing how like a new additional X Men gets introduced,
Mm-hmm.
or like something happens in the movie, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to Professor Xavier."
Yeah, no, I
And I,
completely agree.
and I think the ages that they casted these X-Men, it does lend itself to that, and it lends itself to like the school with Professor X and like kind of developing that stuff where then eventually, like in real time, Jean Grey and Cyclops become kind of the older heads, and then we can get like all our night crawlers and everyone else who joins later.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I agree. Like, and they still haven't said who's gonna play Magneto. I saw like a video today talking about like it's a fan cast, so like this isn't confirmed, nor do I know if this person's in talks to play him. But Lee Pace, Jamie, can you pull up Lee Pace? Lee Pace is Magneto. I saw him like in like the purple suit with like the gloves that go up to the shoulders, and I was like, oh man, he'd be great as Magneto. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
man.
I did see him, but it was
Wait,
funny because everybody was saying that he's already in Marvel and that he played such a good forgettable character that people forget he's in Marvel.
He did that role well. Like he's good, and he's Grand Admiral Thrag in Invincible. Like he's one. Was it what's the arrow nigga from Lord of the Rings? Legolas. He was his brother or his dad in the movie. Do you guys not remember?
Legolex.
Legolas.
Legolas,
Like so,
Legolas.
Orlando Bloom. It like he's he's like his dad or his brother or something in the. I haven't seen any of the movies, mind you, by the way. But like,
His
is he not?
his king, who I think was his dad, was Mr. Agent Smith from The Matrix. Look at Rambo typing so fast. I'm
I was
surprised.
trying to make a name for myself.
By
Like
the way,
it's-
by the way, like speaking of X-Men, have you guys seen the new trailers for the Wolverine game? Oh, oh.
It is exhausting being right all the time, guys. I swear to God. So Lee Pace and Orlando Bloom play the elven father and son duo Thranduil and Legolas. A movie I never saw,
Well, I'm
but
thinking
has
about
to
the
be.
King. I'm thinking about the King then.
Yeah,
what
I
movie
don't
is that?
remember seeing him in that movie, Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
I said it. Yeah,
Yeah, he said it. Legolas is in Lord of the Rings. Come on, guys.
and in The
I'm not trying to.
Hobbit.
And the I'm not trying to. Oh, yeah, is he the Hobbit? I
I
didn't
think he's
watch
in
the
the
Hobbit.
last one. Like they show him.
Oh,
Orlando Bloom. I mean, like what's his face? Thranduil is definitely in it.
ah,
It's Thranduil.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, to see him play as Magneto, I can see it. It'd be cool. He's a really good actor. I think he's had a lot of roles of being just a supporting actor. So I think this would be a really good step for him if he actually does end up getting Magneto. I still heard, I've heard tons of rumors of who may be playing who. We still don't have like that for sure. But it would definitely be a cool casting. Um,
who's Professor X?
Um, what's his name?
Something Connor. I just had it and I
No,
closed
Kit
it.
Connor is Cyclops.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's I just had it and I completely closed it. Jamie.
Christopher Abbott.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
so he was in
that's.
the werewolf movie that just came out this past. He's a good actor. He's definitely a good actor. This is like by far like a huge role like for him.
Oh
Um
yeah.
He
Oh yeah.
seems he seems like a pretty different age than Lee Pace. Like, wouldn't we
you think
want Professor X and Magneto to be like within sibling range?
not really.
Not.
Like so I think where did they say like in one of the movies they talked about like mutants aging slower. So like there's a way of like having like Magneto still be a Holocaust survivor, just aging very slowly. Like and like he could be 80 years old right now and still look like Lee Pace. And then like Charles Xavier could have been born in the 60s and still like and just not look like
So
a 60 something year old.
so I've been seeing a lot of rumor because Marvel likes to avoid certain topics, uh, especially within the new cinematic universe. So there's been a lot of talks of like if they're gonna give Magneto his original origin, which I don't see why they wouldn't give it to him because that's what basically makes Magneto Magneto. You know, he's a Holocaust survivor. The reason why he doesn't want the reason why he does certain things for mutant kind is for mutant kind because of what he experienced in the Holocaust. So I think if they take it away, it's a huge nerf into who Magneto really is. But if they go that route, I've heard that that may be the reason why we get a more modern, younger looking Magneto and Charles Xavier because they may just be completely avoiding that. But not sure. It's just rumors. But it's like a big speculation, especially if you're like checking out things. Um,
And I will say so. Christopher Abbott is 40 and Lee Pace is 47, so it's not like they're crazy apart. I do think Christopher Abbott looks like quite a bit younger. But to that point, like aside from social like reasons, like politically correct reasons or whatever, however they want to dress it up, that would be the only other reason to switch it up is that in order to, like again, unless like Rambo said, the aging is slower and things like that. Otherwise, these dudes
Yeah,
have to be like 80 years old, right? Or not 80. They have to be like nearly 100 years old. Um,
yeah. Unless they
so
pull like a whole Fantastic Four kind of thing.
they can do that. But I guess to that point, like the origin of X-Men comics has always been about talking about the way society works and like underserved communities and things like that. Do you think that Disney will stick to that in this round, or do you think they're going to dial that part down a lot?
I mean, my personal opinion, I do think they're going to try to down it a bit. Um, just because of like I said, I think the casting itself. Let's say they, you know, they go with whatever happens in Secret Wars. I think they're going to basically give the reason of why they don't look as old or young. I think they're kind of hoping that everybody already knows majority of the X Men, especially like the ones who've been in every movie, especially like Magneto. So I think they may just do like a quick like, oh, you guys already know about him. We're not even gonna do an origin story. Like I think they're gonna probably do that, or um, they could do it the lazy way. It's a multiverse variant from whatever happened. I feel like they're just gonna downplay it.
But
I don't
X-Men
think
in general, even aside from Magneto, I just mean like the story of segregation and the story of like kind of racism and discrimination is like core X-Men.
so. Professor X and Charles Xavier were stand-ins for Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and that's how they were written. And then when the late 99 or 2000, whenever the first one came out, it was directed by a gay man, and basically he made it seem like when they got their powers was like them coming out of the closet. I do not think they'll go this route with this bunch of X-Men. I think it'll just be like uh, it'll be more political than like PC per se. Like it'll be like more the persecution of of a different kind of people, not necessarily like civil rights or like your sexual orientation or anything. It'll just be
He-
like a different set of people held by a different set of like rules, if that makes sense. And I think that's like why they kind of like did the how Spider-Man's basically the one that invented the nuke. Like they basically made Peter Parker, Robert J. Oppenheimer, and Bruce Banner like Albert Einstein in that movie. So I think yeah, if anything, it'll be more like Japanese internment camp type shit. Instead of like civil rights or like gay pride or anything, I think that's what it'll be. It'll be like these people that are all held under a certain umbrella because they're certain X, Y, or Z, and then they're going to be looked at differently and treated differently.
Have you guys seen Daredevil season 2?
Yes.
Slipping, Rambo. You're slipping. You're
The
slipping. They
is
actually
that the
touch on
Born
that. They
Again one?
touched it. Yeah, Born Again.
Yeah.
Born Again season 2. There's going to be a season 3. They actually also add D23 and now it's a season 4. But so the reason why I bring that up is because in Daredevil they actually touch upon how superheroes or vigilantes are being held in like concentration camps, and within the show Daredevil, Jessica Jones, the Punisher, they're all aware of the camps, and like that's the main part of the show is that they're trying to break the vigilantes that were caught who were trying to do things, or like if you help the vigilante, they try to come and help you. So I think they've been kind of touching upon the whole like encampment and all these things. I think they're kind of like bringing it in slowly, so that way maybe they do a full thing with that X-Men, because like you said, it is a big part in the X-Men identity of the separation between humans and mutants, and they've already kind of been building up of the separation of superheroes and non-superheroes. So I think they may do it. They may touch upon it. I just think they're going to try to do it in the most unique way that they can that hasn't been done a whole bunch of times on television or the big screen.
There has been no official announcement or confirmation from Marvel Studios regarding a season 4 of Daredevil Born Again.
This nigga
Rumors or
hasn't.
dates
This nigga
circulating
hasn't even
online
watched
such
it, and
as
he's trying to check me on my seasons. I seen the show. I seen it.
yeah, does it? Yeah, you haven't seen seasons that haven't come out yet. You just said that they announced season 4. What I'm saying is they have not.
You think so? Rambo, listen. We're like, I get it. I get it. I'm bringing you guys the direct leaks from the D23 as I see it. It's gonna change. It could be
You just
changed.
said that they announced it at D23. There has been no confirmation of a season 4.
All right, we'll continue from there, guys.
Yeah.
Just Rambo
Well,
likes the fact check, so we'll see.
yeah.
We'll
Oh
see.
God.
Can't
Let's
wait.
have this
Can't
podcast
wait
have some
till it's announced
credibility.
again. Can't wait till
Jesus
it's
fucking
announced
Christ.
again.
The third season has been confirmed though, as of September 2025. So yes, the third season is
Yes.
coming.
Yes. Can't
Yeah,
wait. Can't
I didn't
wait.
think too much about because they did touch on the kind of vigilante internment camps at that time, and that is an interesting take. So I guess to put it as clearly as possible, will this new X-Men series take shots at the current government in the U.S.?
No.
It
They'll
did
make
not go well
spoofs.
for the boys. I don't think anyone's
Yeah.
no one's going that route.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think even like in Daredevil when they were dealing like the Fist Task Force was very much the Trump
Ice. Yeah.
ice, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they basically like I think they'll make like a spoof of it without really being directly being a spoof, so that way, no
I,
issues.
I don't even know if they're gonna have to touch on it because at the end of it, like I haven't seen it, but I know what happens in it. Like he's on some island like far away. He's no longer the mayor. And the Punisher was let out. So basically, like I think everyone that he locked up basically got released or escaped or some shit. Um
Funny Rambo, watch the show. It's actually pretty good, Rambo. I do recommend watching it.
Honestly, especially that season, I think it was even better than seasons prior. That was a good season of ball.
oh, you
Yeah,
saw it? I thought you said
Yeah,
you did.
no, I actually no, that was when I saw. Yeah,
Oh wow. Mm.
yeah.
Oh,
No,
cool.
like it. So I know Rambo. He's not gonna watch the
Yeah.
show.
I already know what happens in it. Like, why would I?
Yeah. Like that's big. So like Daredevil frees everybody, and as he frees everybody, he basically um put himself in a predicament to reveal his identity, so he can prove that not all vigilantes are bad. And it wasn't that like anybody was saying like this vigilante is bad. They were just more like there's good and bad people out there, and there was just a whole bunch of them, and things were happening, so it changed everybody. Um, the way that ended, it never really showed that the encampments were out, especially how they said like the Punisher movie was supposed to explain of what Frank's really been doing and like everything that happened from Daredevil to Spider-Man. In reality, Frank's just been killing niggas. That's it. So there wasn't really like a good connection within it, where I still think they left that for a reason that they can touch upon it later on. I think like the show kind of like gave the little instance of how they can do with the mutants, because it worked really well in the show. I don't think they would ever took anything away from it. I don't think they ever drew like criticism for it. But it's definitely something to check out, guys. Really good.
Take your word for it. I'm not watching it. And also, I think since they canceled Wonder Man, and
Yeah, they
I
actually canceled
I
a lot of shows.
so I think Marvel's going to take a step back from TV series, and also I kind of think they have to. Um, did you guys see the trailer for Vision Quest? I
Yeah,
forgot the sh- I
I
forgot the
was
show was
actually
coming
gonna
out.
say. Yeah, I was gonna
Cool.
say. So Vision Quest comes out on October 20th on
Mm,
Disney Plus. Um, I also forgot about the show
mm.
being even ever. announced. But I do think I think I heard it. I don't know if it's a legit source, not from the people I usually get my Marvel information from.
Thank God.
But but yeah, this is definitely one of those that they said that they're like Marvel's considering to step back from the TV shows. I think the only exception that they said was Daredevil, but that everybody else that had a show, they kind of like are second guessing it now.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of have to. Like these things, like they haven't like the return on investment hasn't been that great for them. Like, and then like they're building on like lore a bit too much, and like I feel like everything that's in like pre-production or really early production, like Wonder Man, they're just gonna like scrap those. And like Vision Quest was announced 2 or 3 years ago, so like yeah, it was done. So they're gonna drop that. But like I think they're gonna take a step back from all these shows and just focus on the movies again. Because obviously when they announced all these shows, it was during COVID, like. And it was to like drive up subscriptions and like viewership on Disney Plus,
Yeah,
and like it worked for a while, but then it got diminishing returns because the stuff kind of got like watered down, and some stuff wasn't great. Like and then I think really what I think the biggest like the writing on the wall for them had to be like the Marvels. I think like where they introduce Miss Marvel like in a show, and the show was good, but like they put her in a movie, nobody went and saw the movie. Like so they had to like second guess like, oh, do we need these people? Do it like, and what have we gotten recently? Like besides Daredevil, we've gotten like animated stuff like What If, which I haven't seen season 2 or 3. I think I don't even know. And I'm a
No.
huge fan, so it's just like, bro, it's gotten so much that I can't even keep up with, you know?
Well,
yeah.
and I think that's the actual problem is that it was too much for anyone to keep up with. Like the people
Hmm.
I feel for the most are the writers who have to make sense of all this stuff, right? Because like it can't be made for nothing. They have to go grab a little bit from all of these shows, and like we're on what 3 seasons of Loki. Which Loki, I remember the first season was good. Like, but you have
Just two.
we're
Just two. Right?
is
It's
the
only been
third
two.
one
There's not going
coming?
to be a. No. He's definitely dying in Doomsday.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
I'm not gonna drop any leaks, but I've heard of what could possibly be his outcome.
There's absolutely no way Doctor Doom does not kill Loki. And like Loki's the one holding the time stream together, and if for Doctor Doom to do whatever he wants to, Loki's got to be dead. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
no
funny
Loki season
because
3.
No,
yeah,
Loki
no.
season 3, but they have
Uh,
so much stuff that it's like there's no way to have watched all of this for anyone. Like you have to be so diehard to have watched all of this and to have cared. Like it's just it's entirely
so
they spread it way too thin.
So one thing I was hearing about online, and I think I saw a YouTube video breakdown of like what's going on in the Marvel universe, and they were basically addressing how we talked about it last our last episode, where Jonathan Mayers everything had to basically change after Jonathan Mayers,
Mm,
um, from the original because like if you're on Twitter, if you're on all these things, especially Reddit, a lot of leaks have came out for like previous scripts, previous things that were supposed to happen. So one of the biggest ones was actually the King Dynasty, which is supposed to be Doomsday. It changed after everything happened. They basically addressed that like Jonathan Mayers being accused and everything going on with him. It changed everything entirely of the story. The TV shows were supposed to have like a hidden connection within it to Kang. Kang was supposed to be the big bad guy. And like there wasn't gonna be a Doom yet. So from what the leaks that they were saying was that um they were going to have basically like all the Avengers that were on TV shows. So Kate Bishop, Kamala Khan, Wonder Man. They were all supposed to basically be like the fill-ins for the Avengers, and it was supposed to be where King, is like the big bad. He's basically can like go from different different timelines because he was like the controller of the times and stuff like that. And so basically, like it threw everything off, and I think that was the one thing about the shows was that nobody fully understood what made these shows connected, and they didn't even give a chance, especially after what happened with Jonathan Mayers. They're like, there's literally like, what can you explain? Everything was all around Kang. Kang was in the Loki season 2 as well, he was actually in both seasons. He was in the One Who Remains. Then he was I forgot what's the scientist's name.
Victor
I
Time.
believe Victor Timely. He was in Ant Man. He was supposed to show up in the Hawkeye show, but they were saying is that like with that just going through, it just made the TV shows super hard to watch. And I think that's the one thing is that they had to basically make us forget about the show, about all the shows. And I think with Secret Wars and Doomsday coming out, I don't think they're even gonna touch on some of these characters. Like what was it the one where Nick Fury is the main star? I forgot what it's called.
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion introduced a character that's supposedly stronger than everybody. People are like, why don't you just send her against Doom? And that's the thing is that like Marvel wants us to forget everybody existed,
Hmm.
basically. So like it's kind of like a soft reboot of the reboot of a reboot.
You're telling me we're not going to do anything with the She-Hulk we got?
She-Hulk doesn't even want to come back.
This is so that's what I was gonna say earlier. Like this is what kind of sucks because like some of the and the things that mattered the least are the things that were the best in my opinion from like the shows. I liked She-Hulk.
I
She-Hulk
did
was
too.
really funny, but it's because it didn't like it was weird and it didn't tie into anything. Um Agatha all along. First of all, when they announced it, I was like, "Why the fuck are they making this?" And then when I saw it, I was like, "This is great!" like it was like a monster of the week every week, and like it was dropped weekly all the way up till Halloween. It was great. It was so good. Wonder Man, another one. Like that's who I feel for. The people that like really made good shows within this sandbox, like whether they
Yeah.
tied heavily into some shit or didn't, like and like those are the ones that go, like
And I'll give you that. They got to flex their creative muscles with some of these shows. Like even going back to Wanda and Vision, or sorry, Wanda and Vision, WandaVision,
mm,
where they started like black and white sitcom style, da da da, and then like that's cool. It's cool what they did there, and then they still tied that like to be very Marvel related, um, like related to the universe. But have you seen Echo? Exactly, Echo. We got Hawkeye. I don't know if you guys saw Hawkeye. I
I did
started
like I
it.
Hawkeye
liked
was
Hawkeye.
great. Hawkeye was good. Hawkeye
Yeah.
Hawkeye was really good.
The
Yeah.
stakes could never
I
have
agree.
been lower. I'm a high stakes guy, I guess.
So,
The Hawkeye stakes were so low.
it
I
was so
mean,
good.
I think it was a very good grounded like what are you expecting from Hawkeye? The
Exactly.
man only can aim well.
Exactly.
Like,
Nailed
but
it.
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. And even still, there were tons of great parts of Hawkeye. But that's what I'm saying is that I think Doomsday has a chance to kind of fix of what happened in the shows a little bit if they truly do it right. I just don't think Marvel's gonna give the time and energy to fix some of those shows within a movie. I think what they're gonna do is just like slowly weave out and be like, okay, we can actually put this person here or we could put this person here. Like I don't know if they truly do go with a Deadpool, Wolverine, Spider-Man movie. I can see She-Hulk being as a part of it, just because like the dynamic, the way that they all are. It's kind of like the same way that those three are together already. But I don't know. It's a crazy world we live in.
Marvel has a
So
lot of loose ends. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
So one more thing on the Marvel aspects.
Oh, thank God. I really, yeah, one more thing in
Did
Marvel.
Did you guys watch the trailer for Doomsday?
yeah, of course.
I personally think one of the best trailers I've seen in Marvel. Like I like to think of I like to think of Man of Steel, which is completely not Marvel. But there's a very few movies that their trailer truly grabs you and like gets you invested in it. And I always think of Man of Steel because Man of Steel was such a great movie with Henry Cavill and like the way it was and like just everything. It just really put like a Superman in realistic ways. Where I think Doomsday kind of brings back the whole feeling of like, damn, are we gonna win? Like the heroes gonna win? Are they gonna lose? And for me, I think it's probably one of the best trailers I've seen in Marvel for a long time. I don't know how you guys feel. Did you guys enjoy the trailer? What y'all guys think?
As someone who didn't watch it, I thought it was pretty forgettable.
As someone who did watch it, no, like it's good. I wouldn't put it up there. I think first of all, the first Avengers Age of Ultron trailer was great. The Thor Ragnarok trailer, incredible. Like um
I
the
don't remember
Black
the
Panther
Ragnarok.
trailer with Run the Jewels on it,
Ooh, that was a
like
good one. That was a good one.
they've had like really good trailers, which is like the thing. Even like the Thor Love and Thunder one, I thought that like the movie sucked ass, but that trailer, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be great. Well, it wasn't. Um,
True.
What are they
yeah.
gonna do with that whole fucking storyline, dude? Like,
Which one?
Thor is somebody's dad now. Like, what are you gonna do with
So, all
that?
right. Do you want me to?
Oh
I'll
my
answer. I'll answer.
god.
All right. Manny's
You gotta
talked to
watch the trailer.
death.
You gotta watch the trailer, brother.
Oh, they
um,
they answer this in Doomsday?
they not in the trailer, but I think it's going to be a plot point. I think it's going to be like Captain America has the kid with Peggy when he goes back in time. Thor has Love. Who else? Basically Dr. Doom says like you're all living stolen lives. So basically there's a bunch of like people that are around that shouldn't be or kids that shouldn't have been theirs and shit like that. And I think he's like trying to correct everything because whatever happened basically either led to his in the comics it's his mom that gets like taken by Mephisto. I think in this it's going to be like his wife and son, like which is on the mural that he's always looking at, unless it's like his mom and him as a child. But I think just for like story's sake, I think it's better if he's like it's his wife and kid.
Yeah.
um yeah, I think America Chavez from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, like a person that can like traverse the multiverse. Like I think he's gonna start going after like all these kids for XYZ reason, and that's what's gonna like piss off like Thor, because Thor's like really mad at Doctor Doom in these trailers. Like what he says in this trailer, it's like I'm gonna make you beg for help long before I grant it. And then Doom's like, uh he's
No,
like
he's like,
hell
I'm gonna make
answers to me for I am Doom, like which
iconic.
is like comically accurate because his mom's in hell held by Mephisto and she talks to him and it's just like I think they're cooking, they're cooking.
And what was it? What was the show that recently came out that Mephisto was actually in it? Uh,
Ironheart, speaking of
Ironheart.
shows that didn't need to exist, holy
Wait,
shit.
they
Yeah.
actually showed Mephisto? Because I think in
Yeah.
Agatha all along and one other show they kept saying Mephisto.
WandaVision. Everyone thought like if
WandaVision.
anything, you would think he would show up in those and he'd be the bad guy. And they're like, no, it's gonna be Agatha, and then they'll give her a show. But yeah, and then they introduced Mephisto, played by Sacha Baron Cohen, in Ironheart.
Borat.
It
Borat.
was
What?
actually
Yeah.
pretty good.
Hi,
I'm not
you
a
don't have to tell me who
I
Sacha Baron
like.
Cohen is.
No, I
no,
meant for
like
the
it was
people out
good.
there.
I'm not a Sacha Baron Cohen guy, but like he played it pretty well. Like he had like one episode in it. Like he gets introduced. Yeah, we'll probably never see another season of it. So like the cliffhanger that it ends on kind of sucks because it's like, wait, did she sell her soul?
It's
But
funny because they actually made on like the things that Rambo hates of unofficial announces. People were putting like, "Oh, but did you guys see Ironheart 2 or in Shang-Chi 2?" And I was like, "Bruh, I could see a Shang-Chi 2, but I don't know if I could see an Ironheart 2."
since it's a TV show, definitely not, and it wasn't like critically acclaimed.
Yeah,
You can bet your last dollar here, guys. Like they're not
yeah.
gonna make that. Shang-Chi maybe, um,
And
but
Wonder Man
like
was
it,
better, and they already got canceled.
I think Shang-Chi depends on like how well like the critical acclaim is for him in Doomsday since he's in it. Like
Yeah,
obviously he's like the only Asian superhero, so like the Chinese box office is huge. So like the first one wasn't, it didn't even make half a billy. So like it didn't do that great. Yeah,
What?
like
Shang-Chi?
Jamie, will you pull that up? I think it was like 484 million or something. I was just looking it up today, guys. I do
Oh
my
my
research.
god.
Guys, I'm telling y'all ever have, you know what? People in the comments, if y'all got like movie trivia for Rambo, give him a question. Let's see if he can answer everything. Because this
This
man
is why
is
I'm not on
never
Twitter.
wrong when it comes
I
to
ain't got
movies.
time.
We're talking about YouTube, brother. YouTube.
No, I said this is why I'm not on Twitter. I ain't got
Oh,
the
oh,
time. I'm always.
that's funny.
432 million
Naughty.
worldwide on a
Yeah,
150
Damn.
budget, and that probably doesn't even include like
marketing.
marketing and everything else.
So
That
double it.
is how did like one of the first Asian spotlighted superheroes not like break the records?
So at the time, China had like a blanket. Um, they were not like letting certain movies in theaters, so they didn't get so this movie should have made twice what it did, but like China had like some stringent rules and they just didn't. So
Yeah.
they made it counting on the Chinese box office, and it never showed up.
Yeah.
That's
So yeah, and that's
crazy.
kind of like the issue with what I was saying. Like they kind of have to dial back because like ever since so China had those rollbacks, they've had two um writers what do you call them, boycotts or
Uh
whatever the fuck,
Strikes.
strikes. Yeah, they had two strikes since then. So like they've had to like revamp certain things and postpone things, and all these things cost money, and you got to keep paying these people and all this shit. So it's like, and then obviously they had after the strikes they came up with new agreements, so they probably even have to pay them more now than they did in the previous agreement. So it's like it kind of sucks. It's a business at the end of the day, and like yeah, which is why I think they're like gutting so much shit, whatever they can.
Yeah. And it's funny. Have you guys heard um, that Dune Part 3, which was supposed to be released on the same day as Doomsday, was pushed up 4 days on
I did
IMAX?
not.
Yeah,
I
they
did
just
not.
yeah, they said that they're gonna be playing it 4 days earlier on December 14th.
Makes sense.
IMAX.
So
Yeah,
it's not like technically pushed, but they're gonna do like the midweek. They're gonna have like
yeah,
yeah, they're gonna give themselves like a few days.
yeah, and also because I don't know if they've confirmed it, but I do think Doomsday is going to be on IMAX. I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure either.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still have yet to see anything in IMAX, so like it's not my not my cup, like not my area of expertise.
yeah. But now I gotta mention one of the biggest movies that I think is gonna be bigger than Doomsday. Where's Bambo? The Bluey movie.
Oh, the Bluey movie, yeah. Oh
The
no,
Bluey
now I
movie
thought
was
you were going with
announced
that. Yeah,
August
oh,
6th
I took my
of
son to
2027.
yeah, I took my son to a playground this week, and like his diaper bag is a Bluey backpack, and I'm always wearing it. So like this lady was talking to him about his Bluey backpack, and then she was like, "Did you see the trailer?" And I was just like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to go see it with him. Bluey's awesome. If your kids don't watch it, make them.
Oh my
Um,
god! Even if you don't have kids,
also true.
there are so many good episodes, and it's funny because I started watching Bluey when I first moved in with Rambo about 2 years and a half ago, and I remember watching the show at first thinking like, what the hell are we watching? And one episode came up of when the mother's sister comes to visit, and like she's taking care of the kids, and they're all like, why is she down whenever, like, alone? And basically the premise of it was that she can't have kids, and like for me as somebody who's there, taking care of my godson, I'm just like, damn, like I completely relate. There's been episodes when they lose the house or when they're about to move,
They're
bruh.
about
Yo,
I'm
to
what
telling you,
sell the
it's such a great
house. There's so much, and then
it's
like the
such a good
episode
show, bro.
Where Bluey starts walking, like she's a late bloomer. Like, bro, there's so many good episodes. Guys, just watch Bluey. Like
Watch
it
Bluey. I
touches
can't
on
wait for
like
this movie.
if you didn't want kids before watching Bluey, you're gonna want kids, and if you did want kids before you watch Bluey, you're like, oh, we gotta do this now. Bluey's
Yeah.
great.
You best
Um,
believe in a year I'll be there for the movie with you guys.
Incredible. But speaking of the Incredibles, didn't they announce Incredibles 3? They
Yep,
announced Incredibles
Incredibles 3,
3.
summer of 2028.
You know, these are actual announcements, guys.
Yes.
And Kingdom Hearts
Ooh,
4.
yep.
And
Kingdom Hearts
while on the
4.
topic, rest in peace, Hayden Panettiere.
Yes.
We kind of buried that
R.I.P.
in the intro, but yeah.
Yeah, she. If you guys didn't know, she voiced Kyrie in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Really sad to see her go. It's kind of funny because people were talking about like all the projects she's been in, and a lot of people did bring up Kingdom Hearts. But for me, my personal like first remembrance of her is Remember the Titans. She was
One
the little
hundred
girl
percent.
who was the daughter of the coach, and she was the one who kept like calling out the plays, knowing what like the coaches couldn't see. And I think she made such a good role. And it's really sad because like she was 2 years
36.
older than me and Rambo. Yeah, she's 2 years older than me and Rambo, and for me, it was it's kind of heartbreaking knowing that like somebody around our age, somebody that we technically grew up around, passed away so early. So, RIP. Um,
No, I remember
so
her from so I saw Remember the Titans like growing up, just like every other kid did. Um I remember her from Heroes. The show Heroes,
ooh,
like she was
yeah,
the main character, and like the show was really good. Like it was before all the superhero fatigue, but like it was like a really well written show. So she was the main character. She was great in that, and also like Scream, my favorite horror movie franchise.
ooh,
Like
yeah,
she was brought in Scream 4, and then they brought her back in Scream 6, like where she played like she basically became an FBI detective after what happened in Scream 4. Spoiler alert: she didn't die in Scream 4. Um, and then she came back in Scream 6 as a FBI detective, and then it's like, what, is she the killer now? Like, and all this stuff, and like she really great. She was really. She's never been bad in anything I saw. Like, and
yeah.
it's been something.
Yeah, including
What a
like
great actor gone too early.
yeah, 100% agreed. Including like like between Remember the Titans and Heroes, she did like the Navy Brats movie that was like a Disney thing, and she crushed that. Like just super talented. And then like into Nashville, like I saw something of her talking about like where she couldn't distinguish like Nashville from her life and her life from like the show Nashville, which is
Mhm.
wild.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Her brother had passed away, and he was also
Yeah,
an actor.
yeah, and
Yeah,
young,
I saw
So
that.
young.
yeah, so it sucks for their parents because like having to bury your two kids, I couldn't imagine something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
So RIP,
rest in peace
little
to Hayden
shotty shot.
Panettiere. Oh yeah,
Rest in
so
peace.
Um,
you know,
do we want to touch on this topic though? Because you know something about her that she's very big on letting people know what happens in the industry, and I think this is something I've mentioned to the guys here. That the industry is not how it's said and everything. I don't know if you guys remember Michelle Transtenberg,
Trachtenberg, yeah, another, yeah.
Trachtenberg. She was also another person who started speaking about on the industry, and then like a month or so, she passes from cardiac arrest and overdose, which is something that they're saying Hayden experienced was a cardiac arrest, and there's a lot of rumor that it's the what's it called it's the industry cocktail that was given to her. Um, I know a lot of the Epstein files came out. A lot of people, Diddy's stuff has came out, and a lot of people have come forward, and a lot of people have still not come forward. But after Hayden's death, a lot more celebrities have been a little more open about what goes on in the industry. Two people that people were expecting to hear from during the Diddy trials was was Meek Mills and Justin Bieber. They actually came out recently with some interviews talking about like how the industry is a little darker. Certain things that if you don't follow the agendas, they tend to reach out and remind you. So it's kind of weird that just about a month before her passing, they even said that Hayden had been on an interview talking about the industry. She was letting them know how, like, a close celebrity friend had taken her to a boat, and she had an instance where they basically made her get dragged into the bottom, strip naked, and sleep with this rocker that they never announced. Um, and unfortunately, like, it's just something that we keep hearing about nowadays, and, like, people just keep bearing it, people keep ignoring it. But I think it's time that we really start looking out, because, like, she was a very young person. There's no need for this things to be happening in the industry. If you're looking to get into the industry, keep in mind of the things that we hear about. It may not be true, it could be real, but I think it's very informative for us to know about it, and, like, at least know what's being said, so that way, we can prevent things. Because, like I was telling, like, the guys, is that there's just so much talent out here, and this makes, at least in my eyes, that this makes us not want to explore our talents for the sake of not being abused in our talents, or something like that. I think of, what's his name that recently passed away in the helicopter,
Oliver Tree.
Oliver Tree.
Oliver Tree. Yeah.
Oliver Tree. He was another guy who was always talking about how the industry was a certain way, and that he didn't want to do things with the industry. It's just, I'm not pointing at anybody. I just think that, if you're an upcoming artist in any type of form, I think you should just be aware of what they say, and, tread carefully. You got to be smart in the streets.
Fame is a monster, is what they've always said. So it's just like uh, if you're an artist, do it for the sake of the art, not for the money, because like the money comes with a lot of shit you don't ain't nobody needs or should have to deal with. Like, and that's the unfortunate part of it. Like,
Yeah, and money changes people.
And I'm not like I'm not so sure about some of, like, and don't get me wrong, a lot of the celebrity deaths even as adults look very suspicious, but I think the industry destroys the youth more than they do the adults. Like, I saw Jai was watching Hillary Duff at concert, and so she's having like a comeback moment right now, and she was on a podcast with Josh from Drake and Josh, and he asked her about like drinking and pills, and she's like, "Oh, I only drink," and he's like, "What kind of child star are you?" And it's like that comment, like, at
Yeah,
first was like, "Oh, that's a weird thing to say," and then, like, now seeing what's going on, it's like clearly
yeah,
they are so, whether it's like overworked, underpaid,
they're
overexposed, like the actual stuff that goes
overexposed.
on. Yeah.
Overexposed is
yeah,
what I would say. Like, you're exposed to like so much as a child, so it's just like, yeah, bro. Like in that interview, Hillary Duff is like, oh, I just drink. Like, she said what like her drink of choice is, I believe, and then she's like, how about you? He's like, oh, I don't drink because it leads to like me eating a Percocet or some shit. Like, literally, like as soon as he starts drinking, he starts taking prescription drugs, and it's just like, god damn, that's overexposure. It's just like if one thing is leading you to the next thing, it's like you've had access to too much, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
And so
yeah,
I think the key is like literally protecting the children. Like, it's, if you're a parent, because the kids don't know what they're signing up for. Like, if you're a kid and you're taking if you're a parent and you're taking a kid to Hollywood, like, you need to be a chaperone everywhere 24/7, and like making sure that, like, now the rights are a certain way, having your kid have a chance to have a real life, like a normal life, which I'm sure is hard if your kid reaches a certain level of fame, but like trying to have a
well,
real life.
for your kid to reach a certain level of fame mean like you did some shit. Like, they didn't just stumble upon it. Like, it wasn't like a TikTok. Like, they got like the I like turtles kids. Like, somebody put a microphone at a fair in front of a kid, and like his career didn't blow up. No, like child stars are child stars because their parents got them in a room with an agent and signed them up for acting classes. Like, these are all things like as a parent, like I wouldn't do. Like, I'm gonna let my kid be a kid.
yeah.
Like, nah, like so yeah, protect your kids, and like, and maybe fame isn't the best thing to expose a child to.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I grew up a lot on, like, watching Nickelodeon shows where it was like live action young adults with adults in the TV shows, and I think of a lot of the iCarly. iCarly was known, Dan Schneider. He had a whole bunch of accusations come up. And there was one thing I realized as I got older was like, yeah, they were showing a lot of feet in these episodes of iCarly for no reason. They had moments of like really inappropriate if you think about it. And one thing I do remember them saying, I forgot what the actor's name, but the guy who played Spencer, the older brother,
The older brother,
was
yeah.
known as like a guardian angel on the sets when Dan Schneider was around. And they always said it that like he used to be like, "Why are we still shooting takes of your feet when we've been all working for 6 hours? Like, how many times do you need to wet your toe for a take?" And like there was something I think they even canceled him for other TV shows, but like that was something that he did, to protect the kids that were on the screen. And I think about it all the time with even Zoe 101, uh, Britney Spears' younger sister. She was in it. Who's that guy who sings Mutt? What's his name? Leon Thomas.
Oh, Mutt. Yeah, Leon Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Leon
heard
Thomas.
Mud.
He
I was
was.
like, what?
Oh no, Mutt. He was in the show too, and Dave Hall talked about it. How there were scenes that like as teenagers they had them completely naked in the beds. They had like some of these people were actually hooking up with
What?
each other, and it was this was like interviews that if you actually check them out, they talk about it. Where a lot of them were exposed. Like Ariana Grande was on that show, and if you ever watched the show, there were so many
Oh,
times
you're
where they were like,
thinking
"Watch me first."
Victorious.
You're right, Victorious,
But
not Zoe 101.
regardless, like this is just 1000%
Yeah,
unacceptable stuff. Is like
yeah,
that.
and like yeah, and like watching Victorious, like they had to be what max maybe 15, 16, but they're always talking about like hooking up. They were talking about drinking. Like there's an episode that I think they talked about, just one of the earlier episodes, but the entire crew of the kids they were all drunk in this episode, where it was like a pool party indoors, and it was like something. It was like yeah, like they all don't like to even bring it up. The show Victorious. They don't like to bring it up because of the things that's happened, and that's the one thing that like with the whole Epstein stuff, like they've never addressed it. It's like hey, there was things that were reported. There was things that all of us as a group know what's going on, but nobody ever addressed it. I think it's just something that like with the industry, we're not trying to get like we're not trying to say like who like we're not saying anybody did something of this, but there's things that have been reported that everyone just seems to forget. And I think that's one thing with the industry is that we need to be aware of the things that are being said and move with caution. Not everybody's street smart, but we gotta wake up.
I feel like we're already on the
Never,
right path, to tell you the truth. And it's not
for
like
sure.
people are forgetting. Like, no, we're on a 24-hour news cycle, so like they try and brush what they can, and like they flood the news cycles with whatever the fuck they want to do. Like, I was just looking on Google News, and apparently like um they're having like the trial for Tupac's murder, like a
Oh yeah, I heard
fucking
about this too.
30 years later, like, and
Yeah.
it's just like, what are they trying to hide now? Like the cynicist in me, I'm just like, what are they trying to like do behind the scenes? Like what like there wasn't enough news. Like first of all, like, not saying his family deserves justice, obviously. Like it's just like, why now? Like what prompted this? Like, no, like for 30 years it was a cold case, and out of nowhere, like you found a dude.
I think I know why it's bring up.
The Diddy trial.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Diddy's
yeah.
in jail. He's going through trial, and I think it's it's no secret really with like the people who had been around it. These people like who are still around, they all mention. Everyone knows who killed Biggie. Who everyone knows who killed Tupac. They just won't say it out of protection. But now that this man is in jail and on trial, they now people are coming up, and I think that's basically what's going to prove. I think will be the downfall fully of P Diddy. I think it's that if it comes out that he did truly either get him killed or plan it, it's gonna go down as one of the craziest. longest cases that ever come out. Bless you.
What song was it? What's the Kill Shot by Eminem when he was beefing with MGK? The last line on Kill Shot is like, something something. The day I reveal that is the day Diddy reveals he's the one that got popped killed. Yeah. He's like, just kidding, Diddy. You know I love you, bro. This was 9 years ago, probably. Like
Yeah,
people
no,
knew.
and Eminem has actually referenced Diddy killing Tupac and Biggie quite a few times. Like he mentions it, and I think there was this time where I forgot the line, but he's like basically saying he's like, "Did you spell rapper without the P
Yeah,
or the Diddy?" And like he,
calling him
yeah,
a rapist beforehand. Raper. Wait, you didn't spell rapper without a P, did he?
yeah. That was it. See,
Oh,
you're
dude,
much better
yeah,
at
no.
this than me.
Kill Shot came out 7 years ago, so like, bro, like
Yeah, and I'm
people knew.
and that's the one thing. Even with like I don't know, I for a while I've always felt that there it was weird that Biggie died and P Diddy didn't, and that no one's ever tried to kill him. And that was one of my things that like especially getting older and you start realizing certain things and like if I keep mentioning like being street smart. I like to think that I'm more street smart than I am book smart. So like there's little things that I'm very aware of and it's just like, common sense isn't common anymore. And I think that's one of the biggest things is that
I
it's just
I
plainly in our face.
I do not think it's about smarts. I think it's about too many people being in like silent bystanders when bad things are happening and they just turn the other way because when these bad things happen, it's usually like somebody pressing their authority on you so hard.
Yeah.
So
No,
book
I mean,
smart
but
or
that's what I
street
meant.
smart, you could have both of those smarts, but when somebody's flexing their power, their authority, and their everything, like sometimes the smarts isn't enough to get you out of a situation. What you'd hope, especially as a young person, is that one of the adults in the room who's seeing this can say, "Hey, like this can't happen." Da, da, da. And that's the most concerning thing to me about all of this Hollywood stuff that's like rumored and gone on is the amount of people who have known, how long they have known, and how few, like, not even red flags on fire should have been raised.
That's the wild thing because it
Yeah.
was like, all right, so this isn't even the first instance we've had with this shit. Because like at first it was like Harvey Weinstein, and then it was Epstein, and now it's like Diddy, and it's just like, bro, like everybody was just like in on this, like y'all knew this shit was happening.
Dude, and look at how many
Yeah.
projects those people touched and how many things all three of those people were involved in. A lot of people had to know. Like, a lot of
Yeah.
people had to know.
Yeah. And I think that's mainly one of the biggest things, especially when it comes to the files, the Diddy, and all that stuff, is that like the reason why we haven't seen a conclusion to these things is because people still refuse to come out and say what they saw. And like I completely get it because a lot of them, they probably had dirt on you, they something, I just think I think as a society there's a time where you have to step up and say what's going on, even if it does make you look bad in a way. But that's just the perfect world of what I can think. But yeah, I think it just sucks. It does.
You know,
But on a lighter note, how do we feel about Russell Westbrook retiring?
Skip. I'm gonna do what he did with the album of the year. Skip. Do we have a game to play, man? Lethal. Do we have something? What? Anything is better time like consuming than fucking Russell Westbrook. Bro.
Why not? I feel like he was a good player. I feel like
Oh,
he doesn't
He
get his
was.
flowers,
He's
and
great.
I
He's a
feel
Hall of
like
Famer, certified Hall of Famer, like hands
yeah,
down.
I
Like the triple double season, like just that season alone, like Hall of Famer to me.
true. Yeah,
what,
I just think
what,
it's
what I will say is if he's the reason that
Oklahoma shitty.
it if he's the reason that it didn't go down in Philly, if he backed out of that because he didn't want to play with LeBron again, mad respect, and he's clearly not a ring chaser.
Yeah.
If LeBron's the reason, because there's clips of like when they were talking about trading Russ in LA and whatever, LeBron literally, instead of defending his teammate, goes, "We don't have what we need to win right now." And if it's LeBron's fault, ooh, LeBron, you're fucking ring chasing, motherfucker.
I mean, this man is clearly ring chasing. The fuck
Yeah,
you
like
mean, brother? This
But
man, that's
if you
his
can't
whole
do it with
career.
Russ, like Russ is still solid. Like he was like on the Kings. The Kings suck. I don't know what people were expecting out of him. And he showed up and every day and he was a great leader. Like to a very young team, he was a great leader. He was trying to help them through slumps. He was come on, bro. Like I think Russ has one of the worst reputations in the league because the media doesn't like him, but I think he's one of the best men to step through the league, especially in recent history.
I think so too. I think him and Kyrie are consistently disrespected in the league for being certain ways in the media, where I think they are actually like genuinely good people. From just at least the things I've seen, like yes, people could get competitive, people can shit talk or whatever. It's part of the game, and I think that Russ retiring is it's almost like seeing the dying breed of the stars that we grew up on. I remember watching them start their first games. So it's kind of weird seeing him retire, especially how like almost all our favorites are retired. There's only LeBron is the only one who's still going, but in reality it's because,
I'm
we're
excited to see what the league looks like after LeBron, bro. Like this is
oh, I
what
can't wait. I can't
like
wait.
I'm excited to see like who's the face, like what it looks like after, because like LeBron's held this shit hostage for like too long, and like the persona shit and like the deals and all this stuff. Like I'm kind of over it. Like when Kyle Lowry like retired a few months ago, and I read that article, and it was just like Kyle Lowry retiring after 21 seasons. I was like, what?
I didn't
Lowry
even know
was
he
21 seasons, like
I didn't know he was in for 21 seasons, and I didn't even know he retired.
bro,
That's news
21
to me.
seasons. Oh my god damn. But it's because like LeBron is like pushing the boundary further and further, because we're just like, oh, LeBron's
Well,
still in it. It's gonna be his 23rd season, and we're just like, yo, 23 is a lot, but 21, like Kyle Lowry did this shit like quietly, and we're just like, nah, like
well,
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like some people attribute that to the talent gap. Like Kyle Lowry is still from that age of playing multiple years in college. Now, a lot of dudes only play the absolute minimum years in college, come to the NBA, have a ton of talent, raw talent, but it's still raw. They don't have that fundamental. Like, I'm concerned, like, NBA ratings have already been down historically as of late, the last few years. We're gonna see what happens when LeBron leaves. Like you said, of let's see who's gonna be the face. Whoever the face is needs to really like draw in. We need multiple faces. They're gonna need the Avengers.
I disagree. I completely disagree. I don't think we need super teams. I don't think we need,
Mm-mm.
um, you
By the
know,
way, when I say the Avengers, sorry, that's fair. That makes it sound like a bunch of guys on one team. I mean, we need five superstars spread across the country, all drawing in attention. Because one team can't drive all your views. You need views
no, for
all
sure.
the
I
time.
for sure. I agree on that aspect. I do think it's time that we need to see a NBA where we don't really rely on one person. I think we rely on teams, and I think it's at a third being built. Okay, Rambo, what the fuck are you
Rainbow's
laughing
dying
at?
over here.
remember earlier before we started recording, I was like, I think we peaked in the 90s when you guys were like, we need like five superstars. I was like, so we need the 90s.
We need
Don't you
5
try to.
dudes who never leave their teams and are mad loyal and just hold it down and fight for a championship.
Oh my god. You son of a bitch. I'm in. Bro,
Yeah,
holy shit.
All
maybe
right,
that
As
is what
soon
so
we
as
need.
as soon as you said that, I started like cracking up because I was like, oh my god, it's coming back to
I know it
this.
was easy to notice.
you're like, we had that. We had that. All right, so
We had that and LeBron ruined it, by the way. But yeah.
no,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
no,
Because he
Super
no,
ruins
teams?
everything.
no, no.
Yup.
That was,
Yup.
I love this dude, superstar, Ray Allen, joined forces with Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett and made it a necessity. If they didn't do that, LeBron might have figured it out in Cleveland, perhaps. I mean, he had the world's worst roster over there, but without them becoming the first super team, LeBron might not have had to do it later.
LeBron, Ilgauskas.
Their big three included Damon Jones.
Like,
Hey, he's a good
all
player.
right, Lethal. Lethal, what are you going to say?
Let's get it. So we got keep cut, Survivor, tier list, or a blind auction, or we could just run this thing randomly. We got anime shows, top 20 rappers, blog era, all time NBA in the keep cut. These are 4 separate games. We got Olympic sports, Tech Titans, Adult Swim Showdown in the Survivor pick. We have 90s and 2000s cartoons, all time movies, and villains in the tier list. And Avengers versus Doctor Doom, Nightmare Blunt Rotation, and NBA Starting 5 in the blind auction.
That was a lot of information for a guy.
It was a lot of information, but I'm stuck on Nightmare Blunt Rotation.
I promise.
Oh yeah,
Don't
yeah, yeah,
pick.
yeah.
Don't pick that one. Don't pick that one. I had to
Oh,
coerce
All I
the
can,
AI to give
all
me
I can,
people.
all I can think of is my mom, my baby mama.
Yo,
Who else? And my 4th grade teacher, Miss Mangrew.
damn.
oh my
Miss
God.
All
Mangrew
right.
is
No,
great.
no, no.
I would smoke a blunt with Miss Mangrew. But the other two not so much. All right, what are the rules to the game?
All right. So I'll go ahead and let's see. Let's do 90s and 2000s cartoons.
Okay.
So you're gonna have S tier through D tier, S A B C D, 2 items per tier, and we're starting with the Fairly Odd Parents.
Ooh,
Argue amongst
I'm gonna give that.
yourselves.
I'm gonna give that an A.
Rambo, you guys have to come to agreement here. This is
Okay,
90s
so
and
it's
2000s cartoons,
S through D tier, and you're gonna give it to us one by one.
one by one.
Pause. Pause.
Is there any way I could know what are the
And again,
all of
2 per
the
slot.
options?
2 per slot. And it's 90s and 2000s cartoons. That's about all I can give you.
So Manny, remember we fucked up by placing things
Yeah,
too
yeah,
high,
yeah.
and
We
then we
did, we
got
did,
stuck.
we did,
So I
we
want to
did.
go. I want to go B. I want to go B on this.
Damn.
I agree that it's incredible, but I want to see what else we got. I think B is like real good rating. I don't
Can
want to
we
work our.
change the final? Can we change the final say before the last one?
No, you
Like if
could put
let's say B right now, right? But I hear everything, and I'm like, at the end, I think we should go with A instead. Can I do
what
that after we?
why don't I just give you the whole list and then you could just meticulously put them in each of the slots? That's not fun.
That's what I was saying.
That's not as fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Fine,
no.
fine,
So
fine,
all right,
fine. All right, I'll go with Rambo. I'll go with B. I'll go with
B.
B.
All right.
All right, so we're going Fairly Odd Parents. B. The next one is Dragon Ball Z.
A. A. S.
And these are all 90s.
90s and 2000s cartoons.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go S.
S
Kind of
for
kind of
sure.
have to.
It's what made it. It's what made us.
Yeah.
Okay, I dig it. We got next up, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm gonna go either B or C.
I'd say C. Like it's cool, but like I watch it now and I just put it on in the background. It's nothing groundbreaking. Like it's cool to have on. Like, but yeah, I'd say
I
C.
mean, my thing is, I think the Ninja Turtle series, like TV shows, have gotten better with time from like the newer ones. I don't think the old ones have aged that well. So
Correct. I agree.
I agree with C. I agree with C. Every time I agree, I'm gonna drink.
And when I disagree, I'm going to drink twice. All right, so we got Teenage Mutant Ninja
Exactly.
Turtles in the C. Next up, we have Dexter's Laboratory.
That's an A at least.
I was gonna say A for sure.
Yeah.
A for
Didi,
Dexter.
get out of my laboratory.
Next up, we have
Ooh.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'll give it
Mm.
an F or an A.
You're going S. You're going that high just
You
on the
you
For
have
show.
Yu-Gi-Oh, the
you
show
have
itself, yeah.
you have
I
one
just
S, one A, one B, and one C left. Multiple D slots. Do you guys not want to just put it
so
in
we
the
gotta
D
go D.
slot?
No, D for
At most, duel.
no.
Anime
Fuck.
wise, bro, have you watched all of Yu-Gi-Oh? Wait. Correction, actually. Are we doing the first season or are we doing the entire of like
The entirety.
5D, all that
Yeah, it's
stuff?
it's it's the show as it
Mm.
stands today, like from that
No,
time.
just Yu-Gi-Oh. So not
Yeah, yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh
you
GX.
correct. Just Yu-Gi-Oh, the one that ran first, basically.
Yeah, it's just the
Oh, yeah. If it's the
Yu-Gi-Moto.
first one, then for sure A or S. If it's the other ones, I'd probably go B or C.
I guess if you're going S or A, we got A. But like, I don't think it deserves an A. Like, I
Well,
think
tell me
I
why.
think
Tell me why.
like the show isn't like great. Like after Battle City, I think it falls off real hard. Like I think it's got some of the greatest merch, and I think the card game does a lot of its heavy lifting. Like and its style does a lot. And then the creator of it, like dying a hero, saving a child, like
During the tsunami.
yeah, like I don't think the show itself like is A tier, but
Brother.
if
Look,
if we
look,
want to give it an A, we'll give
look.
it an A. It's definitely not S.
The very first season, I completely would understand you because in the first season, the rules were still not even established, like even for the card game. So they were doing like any card you just summon, boom. It was stupid. But when they got to Pegasus Island and they started going from the Pharaoh and all that things, bro, that was peak.
That's season one.
No, in anime form, it wasn't season one. It was Pegasus's from the very beginning when he fight goes against Kaiba after his exit of the card. That's technically season one. Then season two was when they go to the island to do the whole fighting of like trying to get the stuff to qualify. That was season two.
You see?
Season
I
three
I
was
I
the
I play Rambo in fact check mode.
do it, do it.
No, he was already doing it.
Yeah, as soon as like, bro.
Yeah, no, check it. But like literally when as a kid, I was watching it when it first came out, and I was watching it during the Japanese eras or when they were they were releasing stuff that we had not gotten yet, and it was literally the first season was just like the cards were just random. You could just summon whatever. Then when they got the Pegasus, that's when the card game established more of the rules. It wasn't still like fully like set of like
There's only
how
one
you could.
season. There's only one season, but there's different arcs in it. So technically, but yeah, I
That's what
see
I'm
what you
Okay,
saying.
mean.
so
I see
you're
what you
both
mean.
right. He was
That's what I'm saying.
describing the arcs. I'm with it.
Yes, the arts. Yes.
Yeah, but still, whatever. I'll give it an A if my only
No,
options
no.
are S or A, but I do not think it deserves it.
So what do you
Just
think?
based on
A
the show.
B? No, no. What would you say?
Um, we have a B and a C.
Yeah, you have everything but D placed.
So to be safe, I'd give it to be safe and generous, I'd give it a B. But like, I'm
I
not
will
trying to
go
make the
B.
same mistake as last time.
I will go B. I will go B for the same reason of not making a mistake. But I'm telling you guys right now, this shit should be an A.
Then let's
And
keep it A. You've
no,
acquiesced to a
B.
few of
No,
mine.
B.
Let's keep
No,
it A.
B. B. No, let's go B. I'm willing to compromise. B. Yu-Gi-Oh's not for everybody. I get it.
All right, next up we have Hey Arnold.
What are you thinking, Rambo?
So we have one
Thank you.
C, two D's, an S, and an A.
hmm
C.
I agree.
This
C.
is fair. This is fair. I love this game.
Did we work
Ne-
ourselves into the same fucking corner again? Now all we have is this doggy style all over again?
you have one S, one A, and two D's left, and you're currently working on Batman, the animated series.
S, S,
S.
S, easy.
Uh, Wait. How many more shows are there, Lito, left?
Three after this.
One, two, three. Yep, three after this.
No show was better than Batman the Animated Series. So if we get
I was gonna say
another
I can die on this. I can die on this S. I'll go
so
with
if
S.
another great show gets named before another two whatever shows, like we got one slot up top and two at the bottom.
Yeah, I agree. We'll put Batman on
I'm
S.
playing the long game here, guys.
I
Yeah,
try to
keep
be
it. Give me one.
unbiased, but this show they did the drawing on black backgrounds to make the shading and the color and the contrast that much crazier. And they fucking crushed it.
It's incredible.
And
It's an incredible
ten,
feat, and the like the what's it called, the anachronism, like the chronologic anachronism, like where it's like it's kind of set in like the 1930s, but there's computers like because of the blimps and the cars and the Tommy guns and shit. Like, bro, a beautiful stylized take on what they did. Incredible.
and without the show, we wouldn't have Harley Quinn.
We wouldn't have Harley
Ooh.
Quinn,
That
all the
shows an
spin-offs,
original character
the
from that.
Superman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond, Justice League, Static Shock, like all of everything that branched off of this show. Yeah, bro, S tier, easy.
All right,
Yeah,
I can get behind that. Batman the Animated Series S tier. Next, we have Tiny Toon Adventures.
I
D,
love that show.
it's good, but like
I would
just for the sake,
no. I do love that show, but I do give it a D because
it was great. It
it
was great to watch
yeah,
on
it was
a.
good at our time. It was good during our time.
It was great to watch when you were on a sick day, not going to school. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
You guys don't follow the lore?
the lure.
I don't
bro. It's not even like the best like kids show. Like a pup named Scooby Doo takes that.
Oh
Mm,
yeah, for sure,
mm.
for sure.
All right,
I
so
swear, if that's the next show, then we fucked up on the S.
Pinky and the Brain.
D or C.
We don't have it. We have one A and one D. Um,
Oh
I
yeah,
guess we're gonna have.
you only have A and D left.
So I guess we're gonna have to give it D and just hope that whatever gets that A slot is good.
It's much better. Yeah.
I'll wait for Eminol to come back.
He's not going to see his reaction
It's hard.
when the Powerpuff Girls get saved.
I swear to
It's an
God, if Power
option.
Rangers comes out though,
Wait, so where did you land on Pinky and the Brain?
D.
D.
D. Okay.
Before we show the last one, Rambo, do you let's give a guess on what we
I
think
was
it
gonna say,
is.
do we want to guess? Um,
I'm gonna say Power Rangers.
I thought you were gonna pick Powerpuff Girls, so then I would have gone Danny Phantom. Um,
Ooh, that's another good one.
Mm.
I want it to be Danny Phantom because then it would merit an A slot. So show me Paternus
And I'll take a moment. If you made it this far, take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. We love you guys. All right. That's going to be a very easy clip. Now, where are we going here? All right, here. We have Pinky in the Brain in the D slot, and your final A slot is Pokemon.
Ooh, nice. It's nice. But
That worked out pretty well.
Yeah,
it did.
I think it did.
But
Even though Digimon's better than Pokemon.
I was just gonna say, I still think Yu-Gi-Oh is better than Pokemon.
Both y'all are tripping.
Let me ask you one question. How many seasons of Pokemon have you watched?
I don't know, like
Everything,
five.
just.
Let's see.
No, I was gonna say just the Indigo League, but no, I've seen past Indigo League with Torchic or whatever, and like for Alligator. Basically, up until I stopped playing the games. So like until
Jamie,
So
hmm?
like Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, Jamie, would you pull that up?
how
All
many
right.
seasons of Pokemon are there?
So there's 28 seasons. The first 5 are Indigo League.
Hmm
6 through 9 are that Ruby and Sapphire series. Then you go Diamond, Pearl, Black and White, X, Y, Sun and Moon, and things just get entirely very insane.
Yeah. Basically, so I watched all of like Indigo, like so the original 151 or 150 or whatever it was.
Yo,
Um, then when they started introducing like the legendary Pokemon, so like Lugia, Ho-Oh,
that's
Entei,
still I
Suicune,
think in there. Okay, so
Raikou.
Entei and them is when you get into that Ruby and Sapphire situation.
Yeah. So basically after that, so like the Lucario or whatever the like that dude, nah. And when they do the time travel shit and like how Ash basically um sends Lucario to recruit, like yeah, no, that's when I'm out.
Yeah. So that's what I was gonna say. I didn't even get past Entei with Pokemon TV shows, but I've watched all of Yu-Gi-Oh's. So if there's anybody on the list, if I had to rearrange the list, for sure Yu-Gi-Oh would be taking the higher spot than Pokemon for me. For
Wait,
me
but
at least.
you're like I watched all the seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh and not all of Pokemon. Pokemon
No, but
Yu-Gi-Oh has 5 seasons.
There's a lot less to
but
watch.
what I'm saying is that for me, it was more enjoyable to watch Yu-Gi-Oh, and I actually rewatched Yu-Gi-Oh quite a few times, where I could have watched Pokemon in the same equivalent, and it would have been the same amount. I don't care for the TV shows of Pokemon. If we're talking about the video games, yeah, I care more for the Pokemon video games. If we're talking about the cards, I'm talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But like TV show wise, Yu-Gi-Oh for me was better. And I'll die on that hill. Now movies,
Bless you.
salute.
Like
Pokemon movies were a lot better. I don't even think they had Yu-Gi-Oh movies. I think they had one.
there were Yu-Gi-Oh movies, but you know, like who cares? Like
So
that's why I say like I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh was helped by like the merch and the card game, like because the card game was a lot easier to like wrap your head around. I still don't even understand like why there were Pokemon cards in the first place, like except for them
I
being
still don't know how to play it.
collectibles.
because
Yeah,
they're a
exactly. Like
million
Yeah.
dollars now.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like for them to be collectibles, like sure, but like literally on my fridge, I have a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I have Slifer the Sky Dragon, and I have a Charizard card that I got from when McDonald's did that collab. Speaking of which, the collab dropped
Godzilla.
yesterday. The
Hello
Godzilla
Kitty and
one.
Yep.
Godzilla. So I was in Chicago. I stayed downtown, a couple doors down from what is called the Hello Kitty Cafe. I
Ooh,
still couldn't
nice.
tell you what was going on in there, but from before I woke up until whenever they closed, maybe 4 or 5 p.m., they had a line
Yeah.
around the block at that Hello Kitty Cafe
Yeah. You said you were at Chicago, right?
in Chicago. I see where you're
Yeah.
going.
I had my boss. No, no. My boss actually went to Chicago, just I think maybe a month ago. I'll say a month ago. And he went to the Gundam store and the Hello Kitty, and he even said it like both stores incredible, but those lines were incredibly long. So I get it. So I get it. But I mean, it's a hell of a collab. Honestly, now that I think about it, who has the better collab, McDonald's or Burger King? Because McDonald's has been killing it with the collabs on toys and stuff like that. But Burger King has always been like second best, sometimes even better.
Are you saying
What do
like
you
who
think?
has the best toys all time or like current collab?
All time. I'll say all time because if it's just right now, then McDonald's clearly
So
wins. But of all time,
who had the Pokeballs with the golden cards in it?
I think that was Burger King
Burger
back in
King.
the day. And
Then
the Dragon Ball
Burger.
Z ones, those like gray clay looking ones, that was Burger King. Like they used to have the shits, but
Then
I don't
in
know
my
what it is with
opinion, Burger King wins.
like I don't know
Yeah.
what it is with like so they have like these
Dark
UKs
Magician Girl, Hello
and then
Kitty.
Obelisk. Yeah. Yeah. So they had like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello Kitty collab a few years ago. I got all the toys, like
Yeah.
just because like these are the two I could find real easy in my son's room. But like yeah, Hello Kitty, Dark Magician, Obelisk the Tormentor. Like they have the I have all the Egyptian God card ones. Like they got
Yeah.
some heat.
Yeah. Like recently, McDonald's has definitely been killing it with the collabs. But I do remember Burger King reigning supreme, and even right now, Burger King's about to release a Dragon Ball collab again, a new one. And it's gonna be sick. And it's by the way, if you guys didn't know, Shoobies in Burger King. So we want toys. Let me know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want all the Dragon Ball Z ones.
Oh yeah,
Oh
same man.
For the sake of the stream, I'll say we'll purchase the meals necessary to get.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I just
yeah,
saw a
yeah.
post that apparently like you
Gang,
could
gang.
just go in and buy the toy. So like
You
I'll pay for the
can
toys.
actually. Yeah,
Oh, that's smart. You
I
don't
think
have to get
it's. I
like the
still.
meal anymore or whatever. I mean, I feel like that was a
Yeah,
cool part of the chase, though. I mean, the thing is, I get it now. Back in the day, they were trying to use us to get our parents into the store. Now they just have us and they could just get us into the store.
Yeah.
yeah,
And we'll just pay for the toy and they can keep the food.
Yeah. They're like, some of these guys will want to fry.
Bro, no,
yeah.
and that's the thing. Like now that I have a kid, like sometimes I'll take them to get a Happy Meal. It's like $5 for like a 6 count like fries, apple slices, and an apple juice and a toy. And it's just like, bro, literally like if you go in and they're just like, all right, it's gonna be $5 for the toy, you're gonna pay that. Like it's five
Yeah,
bucks.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
wild.
I still think the toys are random still. Like even if you buy it, I think it's still random.
No, you can buy the toy. If you're going in and just buying the toy, you can pick the toy you want. But if you're getting the Happy Meal, that's when it's random.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. But so did we finish the game, or is that it,
Did
or?
you say we have another one? Like,
Oh,
really?
there's mad games for sure. So I guess just to recap that one, we have Dragon Ball Z and Batman the Animated Series at the S tier, Dexter's
I can keep that.
Laboratory and Pokemon in the A tier, Fairly Odd Parents and Yu-Gi-Oh in the B tier, Teenage Mutant
Okay.
Ninja Turtles and Hey Arnold in the C tier, Tiny Toon
Okay.
Adventures and Pinky and the Brain in the D tier.
I'm not mad at this.
That's a good
Yeah, I'm not
list.
mad either.
It's a good
Yeah,
list.
yeah. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Very
I like.
nice.
Do we want to get another game in for some clips since we missed a week, or what do we want
We
to do?
very much can.
It's up to Manny.
It's up to y'all.
No,
I
let's do
still
it. Let's
got
run through one.
I got like a good 20, 30 minutes left.
Yeah.
So you
Uh,
want to do a you guys want to do an auction, a tier list, a survivor, or a keep four cut four? Survivor is like 10 options are on the screen and you can only keep three. Keep four cut four
Uh,
is you don't know what's coming next. You either keep it or cut it.
I'll let Rambo decide. I'm down for whichever.
Let's do the keep four cut four because like I've been seeing like some good videos of like, all right, so like one guy is interviewing this dude and it's just like, all right, like what's the best movie, this or this, and then it's this, and then it's like, all right, so this one moves to the next one, this or this, and then like so
Yeah, I
you
dig
know
it.
I like that.
So I'll give you one more choice: blog era rappers or anime shows. I guess we just did
Anime.
shows.
No, I think
Anime.
for clip's sake, and since it's me and Manny, I guess we both are pretty good. But Blog Era is dead. Manny, unless you want to do Blog Era.
Anime.
Blog era's dead.
All right, cool.
All
Yeah,
right,
anime.
we'll do. That's so sick. He said blog era is dead. All right.
Like, would you say it's alive and well?
No, Childish Gambino said it best. Blog era is overtaking all our stars. So bitch, pack the bag. No, what? Whatever.
I don't know. I was gonna say Blog Era died with Mac Miller. So
Oof.
like,
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the Mac.
R.I.P.
oh yeah,
R.I.P. back.
R.I.P.
All right. So
All right, we both have to agree.
you both have to agree, keep or cut. You're gonna get 8 total, and we're starting with Demon Slayer.
Keep. Demon Slayer, it hasn't ended, but when it does, one of the best animes ever.
Okay, we'll keep it. I'm just being real cautious.
Remember, like, let's just cut the first 4 and see what we get.
No, I'm worried about when Bleach comes around because
Ah.
me and Manny have very differing like opinions.
All right, so
Yeah.
this was Demon Slayer was a keep.
Demon Slayer's a keep. Yeah, it's great, incredible
All right.
animation, and it's like the only anime that's not done by Mappa these days. So it's like that it
True.
has incredible animation is a testament to itself.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Attack on Titan.
That's a pretty good one too. Mm. Remember, what do you say?
Toss
Out?
it, toss it. Yeah, it didn't stick the landing for me. So
I
it's
was gonna
game.
say
It has always been Game of Thrones. It's been the Game of Thrones of anime, and it ended just like Game of Thrones. So like toss it.
I'll toss it too because I didn't like the ending either.
Wow.
But the whole anime in general, pretty good.
Yes, incredible. Like if there was one anime that I would go back and watch for the first time again, that's it. Like, but just to be disappointed at the ending just sucks.
They
All
had
right,
all the
so
potential.
Attack on Titans is a cut. Next up, we have Hunter x Hunter.
Damn, Rambo does not agree with me on this one. I already know this. I can see it from the face.
Duke it out, boys. You have one in the cut and one in the keep.
I'm
Um,
saying keep.
yeah, not cut. I haven't. I got like 20 something episodes in, and it lost me. Like, I've heard that the Chimera arc is incredible, but like, bruh. I don't need it. I don't need it. Especially, and this is the thing. Like, it was made by the same creator of Yu Yu Hakusho, and talk about another anime that didn't
Mm,
stick the landing. Like, yeah, Lethal. Have you finished it?
no.
Okay. Well, Manny,
Wait,
do you think Yu Yu Hakusho stuck the landing?
yeah.
Do you remember
It,
the ending?
yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best ending, but it's better than Attack on Titan.
No, I don't even think it's better than Attack on Titan.
You're tripping.
Yeah, no, not at
You're
all.
tripping,
Because at
Rambo.
least
You're
Attack
tripping.
on Titan tried some shit. Like Yu Yu Hakusho, Yusuke was passed out during the ending. We didn't even see the fight that decided the fate of hell. Like, yeah, like no, get fucked.
I mean, this is also the hard part is that I read a lot of the mangas, so I'm actually very aware of how it actually
Well,
ends.
we're talking about enemies.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So I will agree with Rambo for this one. only because I know Rainbow does not read the mangas, and I know how it continues. I'm just saying it's peak. It is still peak. Chimera arc, amazing. But
Look,
I would skip
is the
that.
Chimera arc better than the Dark Tournament arc in Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yes. Have you watched the Chimera arc?
No, that's what I said. No,
Okay, so you need to watch it so you can understand why it's
no,
better.
I'm just saying that's crazy because like I think that, like the Dark Tournament arc is just some of the best. Like it's whatever. Like it's just some of the best anime like at the time. Like obviously, like anime has changed so much over the past like 20 something years now. But no, I say toss. I say toss to Hunter x Hunter. Like, but obviously I haven't seen enough of it. But
And I will toss just for his ignorance.
Wow. I love to see the people get together on a. Why do I keep doing that? We got to get rid of
On an
this.
anime?
I'm gonna remove this.
Oh, the background.
Nah, yeah, I keep clicking the wrong thing, and then so we have Hunter x Hunter as a cut. Your next
Yep.
option is Sword Art Online.
Cut. I
yeah,
fucking hate that
toss it.
shit. Cut.
Never even. Yeah.
I
Okay.
I've tried to watch. I've tried to watch seasons as they come out, and everyone always tells me there's always like, oh, they one thing I'll give Sword Art Online that they really do have really good fight scenes in anime wise, but the story to me, it's just I don't care. So I'm gonna cut.
Never watched a single episode, so
You don't have to just watch a good fight scene from one of their things, and they're good.
Done deal. Unanimous cut for Sword Art Online.
all right,
So
now we're
you
getting
got
like into some sticky territory, so we might have to keep some just in case.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
All right.
have
All right.
one keep so far out of four, and you have three cuts out of four. So your next one is Cowboy Bebop.
Keep, keep easy for me. That's an easy one for me. Like what we discussed this last time. Like I love me some Cowboy Bebop.
And I can't, and I do not like Cowboy Bebop.
It's so good. It's
Like
just it's
Rambo, like I trust me, my brother loves Cowboy. I like Samurai Shampoo, which you would assume I would like Cowboy Bebop.
So what's your
And then
beef? What's your beef with Cowboy Bebop?
I don't know if it was when I was younger and I watched it and it just didn't make sense to me. But as I've gotten older, I've tried to watch the episodes. I fall asleep or I just don't even pay attention. I don't. I It just doesn't hold my attention. I think the characters themselves are pretty cool for the ones I've seen, and I think the music is good, but that's really it. So I'll rock paper scissors you, Rambo.
do you want to like we run the risk of filling the toss is the issue. Like we're like I think if I think we're at a place where it's worth keeping this one. I
If
would hate
you
if
Is
we
it
keep
though?
this and they give us like assassination classroom and then we have to keep that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I thought Assassination Classroom was entertaining.
It's
Get the
good,
fuck
but it's
out of
not better
here.
than Cowboy Bebop. And like we'll get destroyed online.
Okay, okay, yeah, no, I mean for sure, Cowboy Bebop is definitely a like a well-known, well-regarded anime. It's not my cup of tea, so we'll keep it
We'll
out of the
keep it.
respect for the
And
people
as
I
a
know.
caveat, if Bleach comes up before it's the last pick, we can keep that one. I'll do that for you.
Rambo's making
All
his
right, all right.
first concession as a pre-concession. I like that.
Got to play
Let's
the
do
long
it.
game with these.
All right, so we have Cowboy Bebop in the keep. Next up, we have Neon Genesis Evangelion.
See,
Okay.
see, we could keep. Ah, God, I keep telling Rambo to watch this anime because I personally think it's one of the best animes. The ending wasn't bad. It was just very confusing if you didn't follow the proper order that they intentionally wanted us to do. Even though like the whole story about the last episode, which I'm not going to spoil anything. It's just that the guy ran out of budget for the very last episode, and at that time he thought that his show was going to get canceled. So the very last episode, it's like it's like watching a Sesame Street episode on an anime. It doesn't go with each other, right? It doesn't make sense. That's what I would say about the last episode. But once you continue from that episode, because that's where he like I guess it got like a cult following, so then it started blowing up. He ended up making four different series that technically tie in with the first one. It's like reincarnation of the seasons, but it goes with the story. If you can watch, like my personal recommendation, watch on Netflix the first Neon Genesis season, and on that very last episode, stop, watch the movie, which came out right after the show when he thought he ran out of money. You watch that you watch the first movie in his movie selections. You watch it and then watch the last episode. It makes more sense. If you just watch, like if you just continue let Netflix choose for you, you're gonna feel very confused where people may not like it. But I personally think if you follow this way, it's the best anime ever. So I'm gonna say keep.
I'm
You know what? I like this anime so much that if Bleach does come up, we can choose no, as long as this one says yes.
I was gonna like yeah, like you've spoken so highly of this anime. I haven't finished it, like, but like, and I know a lot of people that have like the philosophy behind it, like, is one of those things that like I should get behind, and I just haven't been able to for whatever reason. But like, I'll keep it just because of like the people that I know who and like who and how they rave about this show is like I'll keep it.
And one of the best mech fights in anime history is in this like series. If you
Amazing.
like
For a
mechs,
show
so
from
I think
95 is insane. So
yeah.
Neon
So we're at
Genesis,
3-3.
yeah, you're at 3-3. Neon Genesis Evangelion becomes a keep. And next up you have My Hero Academia.
Gone. I don't like it. I know Rambo likes it. I don't like it.
I do like it, but like it doesn't
I think it's cheesy. I think it's cheesy.
it doesn't like at the time it came out was like during Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. Like there was so many like different animes pushing the envelope. Like this was like cool, like a superhero society and like the registration and like everybody has to like register their quirks and all this stuff. But like I still haven't seen the final episode. I've watched every single episode except the last one, and it came out a while ago. And like literally, like I got the gist of it, and I'm just like, I don't need to wait to watch. And this is their fault with their release schedule, like how they released the final season and all that shit. Like, um, yeah, we can just it doesn't push the envelope forward. It doesn't do anything incredible. Like the animation isn't like Demon Slayer or like Jujutsu Kaisen. Like it doesn't do anything crazy to where it merits its existence. So yeah, toss it.
Yeah.
All right.
Leto's listening to us and he's just like, I agree.
Yeah,
Show us.
I'm unbiased in this jam. So we have
Because I have no opinion.
because I have not watched most of these. So My Hero Academia is a unanimous cut. Last but not least,
We have to keep
if you've made
Bleach.
it this far, no, hold on, let me do this again. Hold on, wait, I got to do something. Oh no. Oh, battery exhausted. Do you guys see battery exhausted?
I
Yeah.
do.
Disgusting. All right. Fuck.
Should have
If you
quit after the first game.
if you've made it this far, like and subscribe, give us a follow. We love you guys. So, your last mandatory keep is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Let's go.
That worked out.
The
That
goat.
worked out perfectly.
The goat.
That
Rambo,
worked
high
out
five.
perfectly. High five. That worked out really well.
Yeah.
All
We
right, so
dig
what are
it.
our 4 keeps and what are our 4 tosses? Let's see them. Ready,
Yep.
quick?
So the four keeps are Demon Slayer, Cowboy Bebop, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and Jujutsu Kaisen. And your four cuts are Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter, Sword Art Online, and My Hero Academia.
I'm
It's a good
not mad.
list.
I'm not
Yeah,
mad.
that's even better than the first.
Maybe the internet won't destroy us today. Wouldn't
No,
that
I'm
be
sure they
nice?
still
Oh
will.
no.
Like anime nerds, like every anime has its like cult following. So like there's a bunch. I'm sure there's a
Oh,
bunch of people who like swear by Sword Art Online, and they're gonna come after us for not watching or caring for it.
and I'm pretty sure I'm about to get a lot of hate mail for that Cowboy Bebop.
For Cowboy Bebop. I don't know so much about Cowboy Bebop because it's like it's such an older anime. I don't think that the crowd, like like the audience is at that point in their life where they're coming after people in the comments. But
They're
Yeah.
like, I know what I have.
yeah,
I know
literally,
what
it's like
I
oh, this guy doesn't like jazz,
have.
bitch. Like,
Yeah.
oh
So
man,
are the My Hero Academia fans coming after you? Those motherfuckers are online. That's a
Those
2016 jam.
motherfuckers are those motherfuckers are crazy.
are they? Like I
They're
just
just
like how
they
do you
just can't.
defend like their release schedule? It's this like it's kind of like Attack on Titan. Like Attack on Titan was just in theaters a few weeks ago, and I was like, how the fuck? Like you really just repackaged the same shit you showed us and thought we were gonna go watch it again after it sucked the first time? Like what are we doing?
Yeah. My thing about My Hero is that like for me it doesn't truly know what it wants to be, as in like the dark or light of the animes. Where it comes to like superheroes, things like that. Like I know there's characters that do die, but I mean for me I just feel like it's very kiddish. One thing, and it's funny because a lot of people reference to me the All Might fight when he's fighting against One for All, and they're all like, "Oh my god, it's so good." But you know what really pisses me off about that whole episode is everybody cheering him on
Which time?
the first time
Uh,
when he loses his like.
yeah, that's good. That's some good stuff.
No, no, no. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I liked the episode, but what I'm saying is that the whole like scene of everyone cheering him on, and like everyone's crying because they think he's about to lose. Like for me, it was like, oh, I get the emotional sense, but for me, it's just that's just what they're playing on. It's like they're hoping that you feel more of the emotion than what the fight was. Like it was cool to see the United States smash and like him, power up one time for his arm and do it, but like other than that, I'm just like, who cares? And then, if you were gonna do it like that, let that be his death scene, or let it be like for sure, like I can't come back. But he still keeps coming back after that, and like that's for my thing. It's not like it just played on the emotion, and then once you know what happens later on, it just kind of kills that one
That's
moment
kind of like the
for
issue. I
for
feel like
me.
the show kind of peaked too early. Like and it peaked
Exactly. Yeah.
with All Might. Like his first scenes, that first fight with the Nobu in season one at the end, like
Yeah.
and then when he finally like
Fire.
spoiler alert, had that fight with All for One, and then what happens to him afterwards. It's just like the show never reached those heights again because like he couldn't be who he was prior for X, Y, and Z reason without spoiling anything. But yeah, and shout out to Christopher Sabat, like for his he's the voice of Piccolo, Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z, and he's All Might. Like he does such a great
Mm.
job of having you feel for the character, like, and then the different stages, like when he is All Might and pumped up, and when he's like shriveled, like he different voices. He's so incredibly talented. Like
Yeah. and,
and
and that's and that's my thing about the show is that like I like when you have your master be around you, help you. I definitely like used to complain about like certain animes when they kill off their master just because like to give them that extra boost. Where like you don't really have to do that. It's just like for me, I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't know. Like I got bored reading it. Like in context, right? Demon Slayer, I read all in one night. started at like 8 at night, and I didn't finish till 8 in the morning. And by that time, I was feeling tons of different emotions without dropping any spoilers, you know. And I think, and I even told everybody once I saw them, I was like, "This is the best anime ever. When they animate this, it's gonna go down as the best." And I even said the same thing about Jujutsu Kaisen. And they all like nothing's perfect. It's just the emotion that came in the ending and throughout the show was always there. But when it came to My Hero, I always just felt like it was lackluster, and that's just how I feel.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, and I understand like why you feel that way. Even though I did like the show a lot, like for what it was and when it came out. But yeah, no, it
Yeah,
definitely pales in comparison to the show, like to its contemporaries, which is like the issue. Because like anime got so much better during that time, and like it was pretty run of the mill, you know.
yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Now the real
Lethal,
question
what do you
is,
think?
I love these games. It brings out such good discussion. It makes us think. It makes us feel. It makes us laugh. Dick Vitale said, "If you could do those three things, you had yourself a day."
hell yeah, hell yeah. But it's funny because that show kind of just reminds me of,
Italian
this
shows
other
that could,
show.
if there was an Italian show that could become an anime, what would you make? What Italian show would you make an anime?
First of all, we all know where this is going, but if they ever make